Now, before you submit your levels to me for Super Mario Maker 2, I'm gonna try to make my potato level and just show you generally what it was about. But I'm gonna play a little bit of story first to jump into it. I think we're almost done with the story mode, but there are a lot of extra levels that I'd like to dig into. No, I don't plan on torturing myself with a 12-hour level. Sorry, everybody. 100 coins under the sea. Could someone indulge me by playing a course? It's simple. Collect 100 coins. I know I'm not cool. It's okay. That's okay. So, people wondering, what is Vinny's potato level? I'll explain. We'll get into it a little bit. But it is not a real level, and there were no potatoes. There was just a... There's a background in the NES version of Mario 3. I don't remember what exactly. I think it was... It might have been... Maybe it wasn't Mario 3 on the NES, but maybe it was All-Stars, where you're in a cave. I think it's like one of those linking caves that the pipes take you to on the overworld. And it looks like potatoes on the wall. Might be All-Stars. That probably was All-Stars then, yeah. I think it was. And that thought... Oh, man. That thought came up momentarily. It was in All-Stars. I remember you talking about it when you streamed Mario 3 in All-Stars years ago. The potatoes? Really? Vinny, I'm making pasta soup. Do you want some? What do you mean pasta soup? Like, is it pasta-flavored soup? That's... Is that a thing? Oh, like minestrone? Yeah, minestrone's good. Like, you boil the pasta. You boil the pasta, and then you just take out the pasta, and then you add, like... I don't know, a carrot and a celery, and then you have pasta soup, and that's it. No seasoning, nothing else. Tortellini soup is actually good. You know, I'm kind of now getting hungry, and 2:21 a.m. is not a good time to get hungry. But, I'm thinking about them soup. And now I'm thinking about, specifically, chicken tortilla soup from this place I like to go to for taco. They have excellent chicken tortilla soup. It's so good. That was like one of the first meals I had after I had my episode with strep throat last year, where I was just eating as much as I could just to, like, live and not die. But when I had the chicken tortilla soup, I was like, this is amazing. It was the first time I enjoyed food again, because I was getting better. And the soup was really good. It was a profound moment of soup. I don't get it. The world's greatest cannon ride. Check it, I made an airship of my dreams. Sure. Vinny, do you call pasta sauce sauce or gravy? I call it sauce, but my family called it gravy, and I did call it gravy when I was younger. It's now difficult for me to go back to calling it gravy, but I did for a while. Which, there's an easy tie-in to Mario here, which is, again, you've heard me talk about it on the stream, but there's always people that are brand new, that are tuning in for the first time, or people that missed previous streams. So, if you watch the original Super Mario Bros. Super Show cartoon from the late 80s, you will see that Super Mario eats pasta with no sauce. Now, we, here on the stream, have determined that this, in fact, could be a nice, like, garlic sauce, garlic and oil. It could be like an Alfredo. It could be just some olive oil and like a little light seasoning. It's likely just pasta cooked, boiled, and nothing else. So the very essence of an airship level. Monty moles and cannons. And sure, throw a muncher in too while you're at it. That's fine. Olive oil is great. Olive oil's great. Someone said olive oil, probably. Olive oil... There are a lot of Italian, like, restaurants around here that give you bread with olive oil, and it's just salt and pepper. Maybe a little bit of, like, oregano. So salt, pepper, maybe a tiny bit of oregano. But the olive oil is so good, it's, like, really, like, imported amazingness, that you just dip the bread in there, and it's delicious. We can't be doing food talk at this time. I'm sorry. I usually try to avoid going into, like, too much detail about food. But... God damn. Ah! I saw that one coming.
Oh yeah.
It's just greed. Speaking of greed... Pretty cool level. The only thing that's needed to be the ultimate airship level in my opinion... Wow, twice. Wow. The only thing it needed was the flames. That's it.
Yeah, Mario time.
Almost done. Almost done. One more. What's going on? Oh man, this is bad. Big Red, we got a problem. I just, Meowser Showdown. This is terrible. The chief has been abducted by Bowser. We'll never be able to complete the castle without her. Please, help us, Mario. Thanks in advance.
Go.
Vinny, the Mario Super Brothers show. Super Brothers, where it's like Star Wars. There was a Muppet Baby Star Wars episode that I really liked growing up. And again, it was like vague Star Wars. Like when I was a kid, before I ever watched Star Wars, there was this hint, this all-encompassing, like pervasive, everything referenced Star Wars. Like every show that I watched had Star Wars in it. Like the Muppets, not the Muppet Babies, but the Muppets. Mark Hamill was in that. So like there was always some like hint of Star Wars somewhere. And then when I finally saw it, I was even more a fan of the Muppet Babies episode. And anything that was Star Wars, it wasn't like today where you can get anything you want Star Wars at the drop of a hat. Not just the internet, but like toys and, you know, media, whatever. Like back in my day, you had to watch the Muppet Babies at the exact right time to find the exact episode. Oof. Bowser, why don't you just keep the mushroom? But yeah, I mean, Star Wars today is very different than what it was at the time. It's weird because Star Wars today is hated because it's too popular. But in like 1995 or 6, when I got into it, it was people hated me because it was Star Wars and I was a nerd. So there's like no middle ground with Star Wars. because it wasn't as popular. It was more, it was like known, it was a culturally relevant thing, and people knew about it, but it wasn't something that was on the tips of everyone's tongue. It was just that Lucas had re-released the trilogy on VHS, and that's the one I had. And I remember just thinking like, oh my god, everyone needs to see this, it's amazing. And then people were like, you're a nerd! Star Wars is stupid. You watch stupid stuff from the 70s that's nerd stuff? Like that sort of thing. And now, like, you go to a convention and it's just like... So that's what happened. It got really weird. It turned into... That was before the prequels, too. So it started as one thing where people would dislike you, and now it's another thing where people dislike you. But it's much, much more accepted to be into nerd shit now. Everyone is kind of a nerd. It's like the cultural zeitgeist. It finally hit, you know, critical mass and all that. I was also gonna say this about the band Nirvana. I had some thoughts about Nirvana that I'd like to share while I'm failing at this level. Which is, I've been listening to this podcast called The Heart-Shaped Pod, where these two guys do 33 episodes on everything. We're talking like, you know, Kurt's life, to the bootleg songs, to the most... the best obscure Nirvana songs, to the conspiracies, to the recording of Nevermind, Bleach, and Utero. Everything. It's like, you could... And it brought me back to this world that I was in, because that was an obsession of mine for years. And I tried to not really talk about them because I'm kind of sick of listening to them. Because it's like just so elemental, it's so elementary. You know, it's just, oh fuck. Nirvana's a band that it was hard to escape. Do you remember Doom clones? How everything was a Doom clone? Well, there was also in the 90s at the time Nirvana clones. And I listened to almost nothing but Nirvana for a couple years because I just liked... I don't know why. I couldn't really tell you. I just liked their music so much. I guess I was edgy at 12? 11 and 12? I don't really understand it. My cousin explains it as... He brought over Unplugged from New York while we were in the pool for many, many weeks. And one day I just started asking him questions about Kurt Cobain. I was like, who is this guy? What does he look like? And then I just got obsessed and I got some cassette tapes from a boardwalk in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. The first tapes I ever owned were Bleach and Incesticide. So those are my first two albums. By the way, not the most accessible Nirvana albums. Two of the weirdest fucking albums ever to have your first albums that you own. Really, 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 like, loud, fucked up concepts. Like, the lyrics were really dark. Incesticide is a really fucking strange album. But then it was just years, you know, and I collected everything I could, and I got bootlegs. I tried to find and research everything I could. I tried to read about the band. It was an obsession. And then the conspiracy of whether or not he was murdered, you know, all this stuff. And I couldn't help it. When I first started playing music, it was too much Nirvana. But I've come to embrace the fact that that's just... Whoa. That's just a part of my musical DNA. That's just a part of who I am as a person at this point, for better or worse. And this podcast has really made me love them again in a weird way. I still don't want to listen to them necessarily because I know all of it. I'm kind of sick of it. But I really appreciate those songs. And it's not as dark. It really is not as dark. There's a song called Do Re Mi. It was released on as an outtake. Not an outtake, as a demo. It was never finished. It was like a 1994 song. It's like Kurt Cobain's last song, and you go onto the YouTube channel, and everyone's like, it's so dark. It's so dark. And it's like, he knew he was gonna die. It's so dark. And, it's so sad, and it's so, like, bittersweet, and it's like, well, the song is kind of beautiful, and it's really, like, it's in a major key, mostly, and to me it sounded like a new direction. Like, the dude was gonna quit the band. That band would not have lasted much longer. And to my ears, that song sounds like Kurt trying to sing. He's not screaming, he's just playing the song, and it's a really nice sounding song. It's actually probably the best post-death release that there is for Nirvana, and it's like, it's just acoustic and the recording quality's shitty. But people reframe it in the context of, oh, Kurt did this, so the song is him, like, saying goodbye. And the worst part is, and I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent here, but please allow me this for a moment. The worst part for me, and I understand the need to do this, but the video on YouTube says Do Re Mi plus lyrics. The lyrics are total gibberish. The lyrics are Kurt just making up words on the spot to find the melodies. Okay, he's just, like, saying, like, nonsense, and, like, you hear, like, just half words and, like, not real words, and the interpretations of the lyrics are all like, I have a gun, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, like, in the context of what happened is what they interpreted the lyrics as. And there's some sentences that are just totally not, like, right, and they sound wrong, and I guess it's the desire to do that is understandable, but that video should definitely have a disclaimer. It should, I mean, I get what happened to him was dark, he wrote some dark songs, but that band was really funny. Like, if that didn't happen to him, they would be remembered in a different way, for sure, and there was, like, a lot of, like, humor. But yeah, the video has lots of views. It's called Do Re Mi. Check it out and see for yourself and tell me if you hear him saying those words, because I don't think that... There should be a disclaimer on the video saying this is my interpretation of what these lyrics are, in my opinion. So, I'm sorry to, again, tangent, really big tangent, but it's something I noticed the other day. And I think, again, just to finish up what I was saying, I know it's no longer... See, it's the Star Wars thing. It's no longer cool to like Nirvana because they're so damn big. And because of what happened in post. And also because their music has the Seinfeld effect of, like, every band tried to do what they did, and some very unsuccessfully, and some pretty successfully. And maybe you just don't like Kurt, maybe you don't like his voice, the songs, that's fine. But that's you know, personal taste. But yeah, I think it's important to realize, like, the dude wasn't that dark at all times, and people that knew him said he had a good sense of humor. And this song Do Re Mi, to my ears, sounds like something that they would have done as a new thing. Like, he was trying to get away from that grunge, that, like, heavy shit. I think he was trying to do something new, and maybe this was it. And he was trying to use his falsetto more. Who knows, maybe if you finished the lyrics, it wouldn't have been so damn depressing. If only he had the chance. Sorry. Okay, back to the game. How did this happen? Fresh air, finally, I owe you one, Mario. And with that, the stained glass is finished. I think we're finally done. The most expensive piece of the castle, the stained glass, and it's finally complete. There's a comment on that video that I would love to read that I showed the Sphinx and a couple people that's hilarious. I'm gonna read the comment to you in a minute. Oh, what a beautiful castle it is. My name could go down in history for this, but now's not the time for that. Let's go get Princess Peach. Oh my, what a lovely castle. You must have all worked so hard on this. Thank you so much, Mario.
Woo! Woohoo! Ah!
Just a kiss on the cheek. thank you for playing! Undo dog, you... undo dog. You rapscallion. Okay. Well, this, obviously the story mode in this was kind of like a way to just give you some inspiration for your levels. But I thought the levels were really good, and just a, you know, a little cohesive thing where everything's tied together with the castle building. It's great. It really did what it had to do. Some people complained it was too long and there were too many levels. No. I mean, there's still more I haven't done, but you can get to the end of this without having to do all the levels. I thought it was a really good story mode. It needed this. Mario Maker definitely needed this, because I know there's people that say, when I tell them I like Mario Maker and they have a Switch, they're like, yeah, but I don't want to make levels. Or they say, but are the levels people make good? Is it going to be worth my money? But now, you can say there's a story mode. It's got like 100 levels. And you can play the online levels, you can do verses, there's a lot of stuff. But this was the icing on the cake. Perfect sequel. But, of course, the online is chunky and needs some fixing, if there's such a thing can happen. Someone emailed me and explained what the netcode in this game was, and it makes sense. I forgot exactly, I don't know how to explain it, but when I read it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But it's a money-saving move. Okay, so I want to read this thing real quick. I thought this was a very naive, very sweet comment, and I'm not making fun of this person because I think it's actually kind of heartening in some ways to read this. Or it's an elaborate troll. Someone wrote, Kurt didn't believe in heaven, have hope he reincarnated like he wanted. Okay, so these comments are weird to begin with. And then someone in the comments for this Do Re Mi Nirvana video wrote, actually, reincarnation likely isn't real, considering that old spirits from far in the past are still around today in old haunted places. I watched a psychic reading of Kurt Cobain that is probably 100% true from 2011, where the psychic said that Cobain and Love would release a book near the 20th anniversary of his death. She did in 2013. And release new songs. Happened with Montage of Heck, the home recordings, in 2014. I doubt he'd want to reincarnate at this point because he's focusing on watching his daughter from the other side and being proud of her and stuff. Kurt said that he would have wanted to reincarnate before he died. He didn't know yet that the other side was better than this one, where you can see the future and see close ones continue on without you. I'd rather not Kurt reincarnate now because how would we know it's him? It's not that easy to make a successful Nirvana-like band today, so it's rather pointless because you won't be popular or own the rights to your music from the... Okay, hang on a minute, rewind. Pay close attention to this part. Because you won't be popular or own the rights to your music from your past life if reincarnation is possible. Good timing on the music. This is a real YouTube comment. I think this has got to be a troll. I doubt it is, as heaven is where the spirits go for eternal life, enteral life, which is better than living on Earth for sure. So remember, 100% true from 2011 reading that they would release new songs in a book, and you wouldn't own the rights to your music from your past life if reincarnation is possible. I read this last night, and let's just say I was a little loopy to begin with, and it was real late, and I'm like, what? So, but I couldn't, like, maybe they're young and naive, and I can't really be upset. Like, maybe they're just trying their best. Or it's just YouTube comments, that's fine. Congratulations on completing Peach's Castle. In Super Mario Maker 2, you can make all kinds of courses like the one you played in story mode. Well, that was a very good story mode. Vinny, that Nirvana song reminds me of a song called Princicola Natiscusal. Have you heard of it? I have. It's the fake song that Italians made in English, quote-unquote, that sounds like English words, but actually isn't English. Oh, there's a job from Princess Peach. Really? Someone said spend your money. Where do you spend money in this game? Vinny, there's a whole NPC you haven't talked to. Oh, Toadette, you can spend your money. The underground is filled with blocks and no one can get through, but I'm sure you could clear the way with a super hammer. Okay. I've only done super hammer stuff like maybe once or twice. Twice. Whee! Man, that one lock camera function, I always go on and on about it, but what a fucking good thing to add to this game. Such a simple thing to do, and yet it made so much difference. That's awesome. Man, I never thought, like, has Mario had a melee move before, aside from, like, the cape? Or the raccoon tail? Oh, the cat. The cat. Mario RPG. Mario 64. Well, how about 2D Mario? Aside from the spins. Oh, the frog. Yeah, oh, he's had plenty of melee. Not like a weapon, like a sword or anything like that. But he's got plenty of melee moves. Ow. Oh, right, boxes. Looks like you can only make a box on the ground. I like that when you swing the hammer, you actually... Okay. Whoa. You can, like, jump through a wall with it, because Mario moves forward a bit.
Why are you doing that, mate?
Ha 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 ha. Wow. That's good stuff. Someone with Vinesauce Emerald account just said, "Is this streamer always like this?" Remember, that's a 2-year subscriber. Or more. I like that comment. Okay, now, I want to check out Course Maker. I know there's an NPC. I'm going to continue doing... Don't worry about that. I'm gonna continue doing, story mode stuff. So the course theme was... In my dream, I believe the course theme was... Was it... pretty sure it was underground. Right? And the course was vertical. So... You know what? We're gonna do just plain old... Well, was it ground? Let's try to see sky. What's sky about? No, it wouldn't have been sky. Trying to remember a dream. Like, there's no way. There's a good video that Steve Gaming did on the differences. I think it was Steve Gaming that did it, I'm not sure. Between Mario Maker 1 and 2, like all the subtle differences. No, maybe it wasn't Steve. But there's a lot of little differences. No, it wasn't Steve. There was no narration. But it was good to see like all the little things. Like for example, you can't place stuff. You used to be able to place stuff here in this area. But now you can't. Hooray. So, anyway, the meat of the level will be the, underground area with the potatoes. I should explain one more time for anyone who's not watched my Final Fantasy IX stream. I said that there was an area that looked like potatoes, right? But that it reminded me of in my mind for a while the best Mario 3 level was a level that didn't exist, but it was one that was in dreams. In fact, I don't even think the theme of the level is in this game. It was was it? Trying to think of how this worked. I don't know, mate. It's weird. It's weird. I kind of remember blocks. Remember that one level in Mario 3 with the blocks in the sky? There's a lot of blocks. Oh well. Again, dream memory. Not gonna work. But this area, I know for sure I can do. I'm gonna do underground. Yeah, there's another level theme in Mario. Oh. Hell, this isn't part of my level. There's another level theme in Mario. What the fuck? Yeah, it's a pre-made level, I know, but it's still weird. You can always change the theme if needed. No, I know. It's just, I think it's a theme that didn't exist. That doesn't exist in this. Like, what was the world? With the spikes? It's like World 3, I think? Which, again, unreliable dreams. Not worth losing sleep over. Okay, so I can tell you for a fact there are slopes. Something like this, right? And then this is one of the most ridiculous things I've done on stream, and I've done some ridiculous shit. Right, so trying to recreate a dream. Not even that ridiculous. No, never mind. I've done some very weird things on stream. We're bad comparison. So, oh, you can't cut off the edge of this, right? No, you can't. Well, I'll tell you what, this is not going to be the best Mario 3 level, and I guarantee you that I don't have the proper informations from the dream to furnish you with it. But I kind of remember something like this in my mind when I think of this fake level. I think of this. Hello. And again, I will do your levels tonight for a little bit. Oh, it's getting late. Shit. Alright, so I won't be fucking around with this too long, I don't think. Maybe one day I'll try to finish this and just make my own Mario 3 level without specifically looking for, dream inspiration. Just dream about it again tonight. Easy. I wonder if I could do that. Like, which essential oil is it that you have to, like, huff if you want to, like, have vivid dreams? Gasoline? Ah, sick. Ketamine? I don't think ketamine's an essential oil, is it? Ah, sick, dude. This is almost certainly now an embellishment. But there is one of those big question mark blocks here. That was the... And there were definitely levels like this in Mario 3 that had the big question mark blocks. Also, if anyone is ever near Coney Island in Brooklyn, I want to recommend a place. I've probably talked about it on stream. It's called Rollin' Roaster. There's a place... I've definitely talked about it on stream. It's a roast beef place that has, like, onion rings and, like, burgers, and it's just so fucking good. And they give you, like, liquid, like, molten cheese with your food, and you can, you know, get it on the side. It's delicious. Oh, I fucking love it. There's another competing place, though, that I forget the name of, that someone from chat recommended. And it was awesome. I'm doing the food chat again. How'd this happen? Yeah, I'm hungry. I have to be hungry. That's what it is. I didn't have a giant dinner. I did have some banana bread, though. But yeah, there's another place that competes with it that some people like better. Yeah, just a thing. People ask what my recommendations are for this, like, for New York, but if you're ever in Coney Island, one, keep your wallet, in a place that will not be seen. You know what I mean? Like, keep your wallet in a very secure location, for one. So that's good. It is a good time. Coney Island's cool. I think people that have never been will have a good time and find a way to enjoy it, but just keep your belongings in your wallet safe. But yeah, there would have been a giant question block here. But since we don't have that, we'll just put stuff like this. Vinny, what tourist trap do you avoid? Coney Island. Times Square. Times Square is what I like to avoid as much as possible. No, Coney Island's cool. It's trashy, but in a way that's cool. You have to go to the Freak Bar, though. That's what it's called. If you are into that kind of thing, it's respectful, it's chill, there's some really fucking cool stuff that happened there. And there's music, there's drinks, and it's still there. That's what they call it. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Freak Bar. Perfect 5-star rating from 5 reviews. And they have a gift shop, and it's the history of Coney Island there, and they do shows, and the gift shop is cool, but you get to, like, learn about the place. I like that. That was fun. But I also would recommend going to, you know, the aquarium is over there, the New York Aquarium. And they just renovated it. It's nice now. So yeah, you have options, but just again, Times Square is not, it's not really great. You can go for a bit. You might have something to see for a couple minutes, but then you might want to find a way out of there. So yeah, this is not really at all what the map was. Now I'm just like editing for fun. I'm just finding stuff to do. But what can you do? The top, yes, it's close, but there's a like a theme here that is not available. I don't know. Maybe it was an imagined theme that's not real. Also, there's no symmetry to this level I'm making currently. It's becoming very infuriating. But I mean, it's a cool slide section at least. Maybe there's ways to do puzzles here where you get to choose the right path to slide down. And if you do, you're awarded a prize. Vinny, what's this? Pipe mat. Well, that's the potatoes, right. Correct. This isn't, again, not from the dream necessarily, but it might have been like World 5, World 3, like a combination. But yeah, those were what I thought were potato. Slow. The image said World 2. No. In my dream, I'm not talking about that picture. That was a totally different thing, that picture. The potato is what reminded me of Mario 3. Boy, this level's ugly. But again, there's like, you know, this I can give the player choice. It's like, quick, make a decision. I don't want to throw spikes at people, but I might have to. But what am I making? Oh my god. This is turning into a goddamn nightmare. And then there's this way too. So then we'll put like a path here where you can go this way or this way. I mean, if I ever finish this level, I'd like to. I still have the other level that I haven't finished. The bully level. But if I ever finish this level, I'm not gonna make it good. I don't think I'm gonna put as much effort as I do into this as I did previous levels where it's like 10 hours or like 5 or 6 hours or whatever. Probably just be something dopey and fun that you can do, and you can just slide. Everyone loves to slide. It does get kind of addictive though when you start making levels. Kind of hard to stop. Destroyer of symmetry. That's me. And then we can get back to the symmetry over here. We can even maybe find the origin of symmetry if we try hard enough. Nah, fuck the symmetry. So I wonder what this level plays like, even in its early nonsense form. Oh, here we go. Okay, so then this one can like deposit you on this side. And then wow. You just get deposited. Dude, bro, what's your plan here? I don't really have a plan anymore. Kind of freeballing it. I'm gonna place a series of challenges per area. Or maybe I'll have it so that you have to go back up. If you fuck up, you have to go back up and find the correct path. It'll take you... that sounds scummy. Delightfully scummy. I don't know. There's so much potential here. And, like, I could split the path into, like, 8 paths. Oh, man. Again, I just wish I could make this stuff a little bit less... whatever. Like, it just looks not great. If you could just cut the slopes off with that block, that would make life so much easier. I'm gonna see what this plays like. Yeah, at this point, I don't really have much of a goal. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So this is now the worst level of Mario 3, as opposed to the best. Okay, now hang on a minute. I've already found a potential problem. Problem is, you don't get a chance to choose. You're no longer in control of your own destiny, and we can't have that. Here at Vineco Industries. What's the Luigi button again? Oh, here it is.
Here we go.
No, that's still... Hmm. I mean, if it's stupid and it works, as I always say...
Here we go.
No, it's bad. If it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid. Okay. I know people are waiting for me to play their levels. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, but I see what the problem is. I'm only gonna get a chance to play a couple levels, and I'm sorry about that. The creating aspect of this game is something I haven't done in a while, and I forgot how fun it is.
Here we go.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is too... This needs to be a little bit... bigger. Yeah, like that.
Here we go.
Vinny, it's literally engaging just to fuck around aimlessly in the editor. Yes, it is. Totally is.
Here we go.
Problem here is you can still get a little too far ahead. Maybe I need just to move it over one. Let's see.
Here we
Just want to make it so that you come to a complete stop. Yep. All right. Then you choose, and then you flush down the toilet. Maybe I can make this a toilet-themed level. Wow, that's a lot of unutilized stuff. Vinny, a claw? What about farts? Yeah, I could do that. With farts. Not as much need for a claw now, but... You know what? That is a fucking perfect idea. The claw mechanic can work. Maybe this is like a claw scoop level. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about necessarily. Hang on a minute. I'm just gonna steal something. There we go.
Here we go.
I'm very happy. Thank you for that idea. That's great. You can hear me. Do you hear the happiness? I'm gonna say the name of the level will be Potato. I'll make a level that has nothing to do with potatoes in any way, shape, or form. I'm just gonna call it Potato. I would like to finish another level, or 2, or 3, at some point. Bully Hunters, I could finish very quickly, if I just put a little bit of time into it, a little mustard into it. Okay, I'll do just a couple levels. Again, next time I do Mario Maker, I'll have a little more time to do some more. So I'm just gonna, like, see whatever's here randomly, I will play. and I have a keyboard just for such a purpose. L, Q, B, 6W. Oh, that's cool. Where's that? L, Q. Oh, you can't hold shift. B, 6WY, CNG. Starring Luigi. Okay, so more Mario 3. Ice. Very nice. What's the song called? It's called New Song for Mario, I think. No, I don't know. It's cool though. Luke, no pipes. The classic check every pipe. Again, a very simple world editor would make this game even better. Just a little world map. Nothing too crazy. And it would be fun to make world maps too, if you just give us some themes. But I guess Mario 1 would have its a new theme. Oh, this is an extremely Mario 3 thing. Someone's as big of a Mario 3 fan as I am. Ah, the boot is oh, hi boot. This is the map I just made. What the hell? Oh wait, no, it's... It doesn't go down, it goes wide. I like how that star was in GBJ. Come on. I got this. Boot. Oh, cool. That solves that problem. Vinny, as someone that's lost entire summers to Mario 3, I exclusively make levels in the Mario 3 theme. I still haven't made a lot of stuff in New Super Mario Bros. Or Mario 1. Because- oh shit, I meant to like that, sorry. Between Mario Maker 1 and 2, like I haven't really... That was a cool level. Between Mario Maker 1 and 2, I haven't really... explored those themes very much because I'm just so goddamn nostalgic. For 3 and World. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Okay. Well, that's how you get me to play your level. Pink F. Each area symbolizes each song. Okay, so Speak to Me, Breathe. And then On the Run, and then Time. the heartbeat. Perfect. Is this being born? I always thought that first bit was a roller coaster. It always sounded like I think that's what it is, actually. This is... No, this is breathe. Okay, so this is on the run. So breathe because you need oxygen when you're in the water, and you need to come up for air. So this is on the run. This next one is time. Nice. Ass. Vinny, if you'd choose what is one thing you absolutely hate about Nintendo, I can give you several things. I think that the term fanboy has been used on me several times, and I would agree that that's somewhat appropriate. I do love Nintendo very much, and I am biased towards them. But I hate their online infrastructure. I hate what they're doing with Virtual Console, which is to say nothing. I hate how they've been with fan games. I hate that they don't lower the prices of their games. I hate how cocky they get sometimes. I just don't... I flat out don't like some of their series. I don't like that they leave some series to rot. Because, you know, they need to find, like, an angle, something... This is Great Gig in the Sky. Nice. They say they need to, like, F-Zero, they need to innovate. It's like, no, just make a good F-Zero. You can just make a good F-Zero. I love Miyamoto, but he's done some pretty... counterproductive things for some games. I could go on. There's a lot of stuff. Nintendo's done some stupid things. And on a personal level, the thing I hate the most... Oh, this is money. Cool. On a personal level, the thing I hate the most is, that they went after YouTubers and YouTube channels, which they're not really doing anymore. But, like, content claims after content claims, and they tried to shut down some stuff and get rid of some of my videos. So, yeah. I don't like what they did with Paper Mario. I mean, there's just so many bad decisions across the board. But yet they make some of my favorite games. Mario Maker 2 is great when the online isn't shit. They make Zelda. They're doing Metroid right by giving it back to retro. I love their characters. I mean, and they just say, you know, Reggie's cool, and they seem like a cool company. I like what they do with E3. The Treehouse is cool. They do so much. They do so much bad, so much good. But overall, I still love them. Well, yeah, no, I miss Reggie, but now we got Doug. It's like they're people, I know they're just corporate entities, but there's something really cool about the way they... Like, I don't know, they're just like good personalities that I enjoy. Is this Brain Damage? That's what the name of this one is. Another thing I do like about Nintendo is, traditionally, they've done DLC pretty well. They're not just puppets, they're cool puppets. Exactly, exactly. And they can genuinely do some nice innovation for the industry and in their own games. And there it is, the prism. Cool. Yeah, this was good. Someone said maybe Nintendo can some decent hardware for once. They innovated with GameCube. GameCube was pretty powerful. It's not like they haven't had powerful systems. I agree, they need to get some better tech here and there, but they also keep their prices low. But they've definitely innovated. It's been a while since they've done so, but they've had their moments. Yeah, I know it's real easy to just, like, pick on them and call them out for all their shit, but there's a reason people love them. And, it's mostly in the game department, let's be honest. Vom in the ball pit. Face your fear and take a shit. Okay, so vomit in the ball pit. Step right up and take a shit. Oh my god. There's actually a level here. This isn't just a meme. There seems to... Can I get that out of there? That POW? I pinched the loaf that cured my head. Oh yeah, it's Super Mario 1, so yeah, you can't grab. Nice fucking level! Final boss, now I have to face my fear and shit on it. There's the blood. There's the blood! Oh, dear God. Boy, that lava comes up very quickly, and it goes back down very quickly. BJ, please. Oh, I gotta defeat BJ. Ah! Vinny, remember when Redbox was just meme music? That's only one album. Our first album was serious music. And then we did the 5-song Blood Bagel. So it wasn't, like, it didn't, the plan wasn't to make a meme band. We just wanted to do the one album. But, that's okay. Vinny, how much of your Twitch audience would you guess has actually heard your music? A surprising amount by now. I'd say I was actually shocked at how many people at, like, conventions, like, half of the people I meet at conventions, maybe more, bring albums for me to sign. Whether or not they've listened to the albums, I don't know. Or they're just being nice. But, that's my only real gauge of what's happening. Ah! Alright. I just want to... Let me get to, like, 1 or 2 more levels, because, again, Final Fantasy IX was the plan for most of the night. So, cool level, but it's vomit in the ball pit.
You're wrong, Mario! You're wrong!
Okay. Okay, this one looks kind of cool. I like the claw mechanic. I want to check out more claws. C5. C5. 6FF. Claws might make mistakes when Mario is near, but it's okay, they're helping. Did you know that someone is filing a class action lawsuit against Nintendo for issues with Joy-Cons reported by thousands of people? You mean the drifting issue? I think they're doing something about that now. Vinny, he said drifting in his message. Oh, I need some sleep then. In desperate need of some sleep, but still, I want to check out this claw level. Claws are kind of fun levels. Yes. Yeah, but I think they're, again, I'm pretty sure they said they will fix the drifting for free. After the Joy-Con thing happened, after the potential of the lawsuit. Oh, here's another nice thing I'll say about Nintendo. Their customer support is excellent. No, really. No, for me, it's been good. For a lot of people, people report that they get a lot of free shit, that they're very accommodating and they're nice on the phone, which, you know. I've heard horror stories. EA's got a couple horror stories. Apparently it's super fucking bad in Europe. Man, why does everything have to be bad on some level? Gosh. It sucks when you say a good thing, and you're like, oh, that's a good thing, and then you find out it's like not a good thing. It's like no wonder people are so goddamn cynical. All good things just have their flaws. I mean, that's... yeah. I like when people pretend that everything is perfect. It's very much not. That's a good point. Bullet. I've never seen bullets used in this way. It's cool. Ugh. Vinny, don't feel bad about being mistaken. It's just worth understanding when things fall short. No, fair enough. I like being corrected on stream because it means I'm learning something and I'm not just... you know... going along with something that could be wrong and, you know, then I'm stuck with that. The problem is, you do get japes like Bethesda cutting out John Carmack from Doom, where, you know, then it's worth taking a look at, like, articles and trying to find the information and not just taking people's word for it. So, well, I mean, the Twitch chat does mean well most of the time, and I think they are genuinely trying to tell me stuff. Then there are people that want to get a rise out of me, and they want to, like, you know, get me riled up about the thing they're mad about, which is human nature, I guess. And then me learning this stuff can turn into me getting the wrong information, even accidentally, just because they're repeating what other people said. So I'm okay with being wrong, I'm okay with learning stuff, but I just want it to be the right stuff. So... Wait. Huh? Do I? Wait a minute. Yes. Yes, it is that. Okay. Alright, we're going above and beyond with this one. We're going Bed Bath & Beyond. Here we go. Oh, come on. Grab it. Grab the bullet. Bullet. Right? I think this is what I have to do. Ah. Sorry, it's a cool level. I can't continue. I need to get some sleep. This is cool puzzles. Definitely cool puzzles. But, that one took a lot longer than I expected. Alright, so next week, after the Sunday stream, of course, we'll do more Mario Maker. I'll do more viewer submissions. I might even finish making a course by then, or on stream, I don't know. And also, more story missions, too, but I might take a break from story missions and just do, you know, online stuff so everybody gets a chance. Or more of a chance, at least. Okay, so thank you for watching. Again, less Mario Maker than usual, but I do stream this game a lot, so... We're on part, what, like 20 by now? 18? 10? I don't know.